When you think of hoarding, you probably don't think of social media right away. But the other day I heard something that made me link the two of them. I was watching a YouTube video, and at the end of the video the guy said to like, share, subscribe, and to turn on post notifications. And I kind of had to think about post notifications for a second because I thought that's what subscribing used to be for, so that we would be notified when they put out other content that we wanted to see. So I was thinking, why do we need another feature in order to follow people in that way? Because it seems like this feature is being integrated in a lot of the different social media platforms. And I thought it's more than likely it's because people have too much going on in their feeds. They've been subscribing or following too many different accounts, and now they can't keep up with all of it. So they need post notifications. So I was trying to think, is that really a problem? Is that something that maybe I should be concerned about or give attention to? So I thought I should think about its kind of real-life counterpart, which would be hoarding, and break that down and see how the principles apply to each other. So with physical hoarding, someone accumulates things because they assign value to them, whether it be monetary value, thinking they're going to get money for it someday, or maybe it's just some kind of emotional connection that they have with these things, some kind of sentimental value. Either way, they accumulate these things, they keep putting them in a room, things on top of things on top of things, and pretty soon the room is full. That has some obvious problems. When they need something, they might not be able to get to it because there's so much stuff there. Or maybe they don't even remember that they have the thing they need. And then there's just the general disorganization of it. I think we've all probably had a room or some portion of our house or life that we knew that we needed to go through and get rid of stuff and do some cleaning on, but we just kept letting it go a little too long and a little too long. And finally we do it. And then after it's cleaned, then we realize the stress that room was putting us under. We realize that there was this weight on us we didn't even realize was there until we cleaned it up. And so with that hoarder, with all the things in the room, most likely that one thing that they need, it's probably not a life-changing thing. Getting it isn't going to change their life. But having that room organized, that in itself is what would change their life. And would probably have a continual effect in other areas too. So now I take those principles and I go back to social media. Having too much in our feed might not seem like a big deal, because more than likely, nothing in that feed is super important. One post or video or picture, whatever, it's not going to change our life, whether we get that or not. But just having that portion of our life organized might. That's what I like about social media, is that it kind of gives us a visual representation of something we might not have been able to see before. Our social interactings, the way we consume media, the way we kind of keep in contact with certain people or relationships. We have something to actually look at for those things. So maybe it would affect us in ways we don't even realize to maybe clean this up a bit. I don't think that post notifications are wrong or bad. I'm sure that there's probably situations that they're very useful. Just like in the real world, we have storage garages that people rent out. Some people genuinely need them. Some people get them when really they probably just need to throw their stuff away. So I think that really the takeaway that I have from this whole thought is just that in the future it's probably going to be important to do a little spring cleaning every now and then when it comes to our social media.